Welcome to the dungeon. It's Jimbo freaking Limbo. NBA season starts on Tuesday, so I'm here to give you my personal rankings of the point guards. And then tomorrow you get a shooting guard, and a small forward, power forward, center, and then I'll give you a team ranking. All in time for the NBA season. Let's get them out the way. We got a couple GOATs. We know who they are. You know who they are. And Luka Doncic and Stephen Curry. Okay? Just having these guys on your team is a playoff berth. Just not even a berth. Just on your team, these are MVP caliber players. And these guys are good enough to just get you in deep playoff runs. Hopefully. Luka, we're hoping. Last year was a fluke. And we're expecting a big team success this season. Michael kind of sucks. I'll be honest. He's kind of mid. He's a mid point guard. I don't think he's going to be as good as he was. I think he'll get some assists still. More pass first like he always has been. So I still think he'll get good assist numbers, but everything else is just slowly going downhill. He's still a doable point guard in the league. He's a mid point guard, you know. James Harden. Without his shenanigans, he's an A. He's A. Maybe no, he's A. He's getting older. He's getting worse. This is like the third time now he's tried some BS. He hasn't gotten along with people. Like, you get to hoop, dude. Hoop. I'm gonna have to put him in B just because of his antics. He might get traded. He might start off the season in a fat suit. Kyle Lowry. I think he's not that good. I think we see a big step back from him, even though last year wasn't that great. I don't see him getting any better for a aging roster, and that playoff/finals window's starting to close. They got next season, maybe 2 seasons if they start to rework a couple pieces, but they gotta get a point guard in there. They passed up on Bradley Beal, and then the Dame thing happened. It's just next is Drew Holiday. I do think that this is the piece that they needed. I think the Celtics are the favorites right now, just because of how complete they are. Drew Holiday, I mean, he could guard anyone in the league right now while scoring decently. He's not the guy, but like, if you compare, if he's not even, he's a third option, maybe fourth behind Porzingis. He has no pressure on him. He just gets to go out there and defend point guards. He just gets to go out there and defend. That's it. It's not too bad. Not a lot of pressure on him. Damian freaking Lillard has some pressure, though. This is the first season where expectations... He actually has expectations, if they don't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals at least. This is a whole big old question mark. Giannis might get upset. Their core's kind of aging. Chris Middleton, hopefully he'll be okay most of the season. Brook Lopez doesn't have very many years left in him. Time to really put it on Damian. And I wouldn't be surprised if he jumps up to GOAT tier. But they got to do something. And he's got to do something. So, Damian Lillard, S tier. Could move up. Could move down. He has expectation now, We'll see how he works with the actual star. With a top player, arguably the best player in the league right now. Arguably. CJ McCollum. Biggest thing is Zion, right? For the team, at least. Him individually has been pretty good, but I can't, like, Drew Holiday's a different level of good compared to CJ. Like, they're not the same. I might have to move him up, but I feel like if I move him up, I gotta move him up. because these guys do not belong on the same team. This is franchise. This is fourth guy on the team. Third guy on the team. I'm going to pretend that this is D'Angelo Russell. I do see D'Lo. I think D'Lo would have been a mid, maybe even D tier last year. I do see him as being somewhere in mid/B tier. He's came out pretty much and said that like he heard the hate from last year pretty much, and he's been working. And from preseason, it is preseason, looking good. D'Lo looking pretty all right. Looks like he could be feasible on the Lakers. I don't know what else they could ask for. So Dinwiddie, icky team, really. He's just all right. He's not trash. He's not trash. Jordan Clarkson, same thing. He's not trash. He's a bucket. He is a bucket. He's a bucket. He's a bucket. We'll give him his flowers. Devin Booker. Bang! What else do I need to say? Nothing. Jonathan Murray. I think most people want him up here. I don't think he's that good. Like, I think he's good, but he's not. I think, personally, I think if Drew Holiday was in the Nuggets offense instead of Drew Holiday, they would have done the same thing. And I think these guys are an upgrade. I think these guys are a downgrade. Drew Holiday, it's about the same level of player. Markelle Fultz. He's D tier, dude. He's having a little bit of last year trash. He was trash. If I had to rank him last year. This year, I think he's going to be better. No injury. He isn't really being asked to score if you think about it. Franz and Paulo need to score. Like, they're the scorers. He doesn't have pressure on me. Just has to hoop. I'm going to pretend that this is Kobe White because Lonzo's out. That guy's kind of icky. He's trash. He's god-awful. Trash. All right. I'm a Kings fan. Something might happen right now that people don't like. I don't give a shit. I think he's gonna jump. I think he could score around 30-ish points a game. The 3-point percentage goes up. He starts working more in the paint on those little middies that he did in the playoffs. That guy, the way that he was playing in the playoffs, if he plays any ounce to what he did in the playoffs, I'm nothing but excited for the Kings. Derek White. I don't know why he's on here. Because he's not going to probably play a lot of point guard. Nah, he'll play point guard. He'll be back up. And he's still feasible. He's B. He's a hell of a defender, especially on screens. He just does dirty work. He's a guy you want on your team. You don't want to play against him. You want him on your team. Trae Young. Here's the thing. I think the Hawks got worse. Trae Young has kind of not really done much. He's stayed the same. I think he's he's in the middle. He's in the middle of this. If there was a third tier, it would just be Trae Young's tier. I'm going to give him, just know that he's the worst A tier. No matter who else goes in there, he's the worst A tier. He just can't defend, and they got worse. That means more for him, which I don't know if more for him is great. Brody's up. think Brody will be enough. I think he'll be enough for the Clippers. Individually, I think we could see some games of some vintage Russ. Not a lot. I'm not saying like, oh, every other week we got a vintage Russ game. I do think he could be a spark plug, though, in some close games. Or in the fourth quarter, he hasn't really done much, and then he just kind of takes the game over. I think he could be that last little piece that they need. And if he plays it right, he could definitely move up to even B. I could see him by the end of the year being B tier, but as of right now, he's D. Shea, S tier. He's only getting better. This guy's, like, his archetype is a pure bucket. This guy will find a way to get us points at the end of the shot clock. Whether it be, he doesn't really take a lot of threes, but he gets buckets. If he doesn't finish, he gets the foul, and he drains 2 at the line. He's just a problem to be reckoned with, and now Chet's on the team. Got some problem in OKC. Jalen Brunson. B. He's good for them. I don't think he'll get to a point where he can't be the guy to lead the team. Like, he could almost play a Jamal Murray role, where it's like he's second on the team, but he's still, like, you could tell he's pretty damn good. But Julius Randle's just not that. Julius Randle's not Jokic. But if Jalen Brunson had like a, I don't know. Mid though. Low key, he's just mid, but he scores. He scores. He's all right. He's B. That's D-Lo. Yeah, this looks right. This is D-Lo. Remember, this is D-Lo. I want to hear it. After the suspension, I mean, I really just don't see him getting better unless he gets in the gym, but I don't think he really cares right now about getting better, at least from the off-court antics. But it is Ja Morant. And Derrick Rose is on his team now, and I can see some mentor happening. I'm hoping Derrick Rose kind of snatches him out of it. I'm going to say A for now with potential S tier. But he's the best A tier. Yeah. Garland, nothing but love. That's all it is. He's good. It's better than Trae Young. He will be, at least. I mean, if you don't think he is right now, he will be. I think he's so overhyped. Jordan Poole's so overhyped. I think he just shoots a lot. Volume. He's just a volume shooter. He just shoots too much. Pass the rock, bro. Give it to Cuz. You know, he'll get a lot of BS this season. He kind of gets the keys to the Wizards. Just do whatever. They're going to be bad no matter what. I could definitely see him going for some crazy, like have a 50-piece midseason for no reason, just because he's chucking up 60 shots a game. I just don't think he's good. I don't think his efficiency was going to be good. I think it's going to plummet. Lonzo, he actually has, I don't want to say help, but he has an improved roster from last year. I think him and Trae Young are on the same tier. We're adding a tier called the Trae Young freaking tier. At or above. This one's going to be purple. And we're going to call it Ew. Because I don't, like, all of these guys are just like, meh. Meh. What the fuck? Oh yeah, these are all U's. So. New tier. The in-betweens. New. Ew. Mid. I won't do that. What tier was this? This is B. This one's just gonna be B-ish. They're kind of B. They're not. They're better than B. They're the best B they have to offer. Trey Jones. This isn't Trey Jones. This should be Trey Jones's picture. Just don't expect anything from him. Like the only difference between these two tiers is that these guys are on, I can't even say winning teams. Maybe that they just aren't really being asked to do much. Or at least they're being asked to do manageable things. When Kobe White isn't really he's just not that great. And Trey Jones is on a losing team. They're just all bad. And they took away Dougie McDermott's minutes. What's up with taking away Doug McDermott's minutes, man? Give him, he's good. I saw him put up like 25 IRL last season. In a win against the Nuggets. Let the man play. He's good at basketball. Tyrese Halliburton. No, he's better than that, don't worry. It's fine. I think he gets caught there. I think he does get caught there. Yeah, I'm putting him there. Cade Cunningham. I see a jump, but it can't be that big of a jump. Just because his teammates are trash. What are you doing, Reeves? You're mid. You're just mid. Use a backup, you know? He could play. He's just all right. People just like him because he's a Laker and he's the Caruso villain. And Caruso's Caruso, you know? He just doesn't do much wrong. And you like when he does things right. So it's just like, Austin Reeves. You know, everyone likes Austin Reeves because of that. This is one of the Thompsons. I think this is Houston's Thompson. Oh, wait. Cade did get Thompson, didn't he? Seemed to get a little bit better, but he's not Trae Young. But he was injured. All right. He was injured all season. No, you're not trash. He's not trash. He was injured all season. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I like what I see from him in Summer League. I think just because he's a rookie, I gotta put him in mid. I wouldn't be surprised if he moved up immediately. But I'm looking at players, and I think I'm taking him over these guys. I don't know if I'm taking him over any of these guys. These guys are already kind of like established. So I'll leave it there. All right. I'm done. This is my point guard ranking list.